So much to see and do in Grants. Parks provide relaxation for picnics and athletic events. Creative activities abound at the Senior Citizen Center. The new animal shelter is a state-of-the-art facility for our lost pets. Grants is home to the Mount Taylor Quad, Fire and Ice Bike Rally, 4th of July Rodeo, and so much more. Grants, the gateway to outdoor adventures, sightseeing, hunting, hiking, biking, and riding. Grants, where ancient and modern civilizations meet. Grants, a great place to live.
I'll say that we respect all religions and all faiths in this country, in this chamber. And if anybody would like to lead us in prayer, you're welcome to do so. Any faith? Anyone? If not, we'll stand for a moment of silence, and you may pray according to your faith. Okay, roll call, Denise.
Mayor Hicks. Mayor Pro Tem Lewis.
Here.
Councilor Dickens.
Here.
Councilor Vasquez.
Here.
Councilor Reynolds. Here.
Stand and we'll say the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Hoorah! Keep on. Approval of the agenda.
I'll make a motion we approve the agenda.
A second. Councilor Reynolds?
Yes.
Councilor Vasquez?
Yes.
Councilor Dickens?
Yes.
And I'll vote yes. Citizens to address the council. The first part of our meeting is a hearing for a liquor license transfer, and I'll read item number 1. Transfer of ownership of liquor license 0502 with package sales from Ramsey Distributing Company Incorporated to GND Fuel LLC DBA, doing business as Shell Grants, with a location of 1601 East Santa Fe Avenue in Grants, New Mexico. Application number 994622. Any comments from the gallery? Questions? Basically, this is just transferring from one owner to a new owner. It's not a new license. Any questions from the council? Comments?
I'll make a motion we approve the application number 994622.
Denise, this is a action item?
Yes.
Okay.
I second.
Okay, so the motion is to approve, and the second, Councilor Reynolds?
Yes.
Councilor Vasquez?
Yes.
Councilor Dickens?
Yes.
And I'll vote yes. Okay, now Denise, we adjourned the hearing?
Adjourn the hearing. The hearing will be closed.
Is that an action item?
Yes.
Okay, so a motion to adjourn the hearing.
I make a motion to adjourn the hearing. Second.
Councilor Reynolds?
Yes.
Councilor Vasquez?
Yes.
Councilor Dickens?
Yes.
And I'll vote yes. Okay, discussion items and action items. Public comment and discussion on the charter compliance.
We're in compliance.
Thank you. That's not an action item, right? Yeah. Okay, item number 2, regular city council meeting minutes from May 16th, 2016. You guys have a chance to look at the minutes.
Make a motion we approve the minutes as written.
I second.
Councilor Reynolds?
Yes.
Councilor Vasquez?
Yes.
Councilor Dickens?
Yes.
And I'll vote yes. Item number 3, Sacaleras Boulevard recommendation. Andrew, did you want to?
Yeah. Good afternoon, council members. Thank you for having me. I wanted to provide a recommendation for Sacaleras Boulevard's roadway improvement project. And where we're at this point is we've evaluated all the bids. We received 2 bids for the project, and have evaluated those against the engineer's estimates and provided a recommendation for the responsible low bidder. So the low bid, the current low bid was GM Emulsion, and they had a low bid for the base bid. What we call the base bid is the replacement of the asphalt that's falling apart, so essentially the patchwork for the existing asphalt. That base bid cost was $106,679.21. So I recommend that you, that the council award the project for the base bid, but also we broke apart the project into what we call additive alternate number 1, and that was the chip seal that we talked about in the previous month ago. And so that cost would be about $100,269.81. So it's up to the council if you want to award that part as well.
That's in addition to this 206,000 or added together?
Added together, it's 206,000. So the base bid, I recommend we do as a minimum, but the added alt 1 is at your discretion.
Questions?
I have one.
Yes.
If we do the base and then not do the chip seal, would the chip seal go out for another bid, or are we just not going to do it?
It is up to council. Right now, we obtained the cost, just so we have an idea of what they would be. I've heard before from the mayor that we could possibly work out a deal with the county for a cheaper chip seal placement. But if you go with a contractor, this is what it is going to cost.
Yeah, I don't know that we've had those discussions, and I know the county's just entering their very busy time for roads, their co-ops, they call them. So I don't know that we have access at any time soon.
We have a lot more control over quality too by going with the contractor.
Yeah, I think it'd be better to have them do it all.
So Andrew, when they're finished, it will have a new surface all the way from 66 to where?
Mount Taylor. But what we're proposing with the patchwork is just to replace the bad pavement. So that's the base bid of $106,000. And then the chip seal would be for the entire roadway from 66 to Mount Taylor.
And that would be topping everything after it's repaired?
Yeah.
Yes.
After those spots are repaired?
Essentially to seal the existing pavement
Right.
and the new patch pavement, and it will look like a continuous new roadway
Right.
with the chip seal placement.
So this, excuse me, so this is going just to Mount Taylor
Yes.
Avenue?
Yeah, because that's where the trucks
Right,
are
that's where
coming.
the trucks are turning. Do we have any proposals for doing everything all the way to Little Canyon Road?
No, we just bid out that one section that was in bad shape, yeah.
We could talk about that, Council Vasquez, when we complete our next budget in July, because we're going to have a lot of funds in there for road repair and maintenance.
So the other question I have is this a completed, sealed, graded, and everything, construction on the road, complete?
This is more of a patchwork.
This is just a patchwork?
Yes, for a full new road, that would be probably upwards of $1 million. So this is just to replace the damaged pavement and place, essentially it's an oil emulsion with some fine chip material, and then they roll it, and that's the chip seal.
Life expectancy of it,
Probably 3 to 7 years.
3 to 7
It's
years?
enough time to find the money to fully replace the roadway. This is
That's what the highway department does. They call it pavement preservation now, and it really works.
Well, I just want to make sure we get our money's worth, and I'd have to do it within 1 or 2 years, you know, that's what I'm afraid of. If we're wasting our money if we're doing that.
It'll last as long as he said.
It depends on the heavy truck traffic, how much traffic in general you get on it.
So when they tear down the Mount Taylor, or
Yeah.
When they tear down, not Mount Taylor, but Los Alamitos, the trucks are gonna go through there again. How much damage are we gonna get on that one?
It's hard to say.
I don't expect the amount of truck traffic that we had to build a new school, because they hauled in so much fuel material over there to build a new school, that they had a lot of truck traffic. Tearing down the old school will be basically debris, and it's not gonna have the truck traffic.
I don't think it has the weight either.
And it won't
Are
have
we gonna have the kind of weight they had to begin with?
Yeah, it might have some of it, but it just won't be the amount of truck traffic that we have.
We might need to coordinate with them depending on how soon this starts, because I heard they're getting ready pretty soon to start hauling out the old school. I don't know if that's true or not, but I heard that this weekend, so we might want to coordinate that, and if they're gonna haul it out really soon, we might postpone just to be safe.
Yeah.
I agree with that.
Yeah, or the other thing that we may need to do is have that roadway evaluated and put a weight limit on it. So even when they do demolish the school, instead of running 48,000 pounds on the truck, maybe 36,000.
Thanks, Paul, that's a great idea.
Yeah.
That's good, because I don't see our road.
We might want to do that anyway, no matter what's going on, just so that we can preserve our roads.
Do they weigh those trucks going down
We do.
there?
Well, I don't know about the debris. I know with any dirt or asphalt or any of that, those are weighed.
But I mean, coming away from the school, do they have a way there now?
They'd have to bring in a portable scale.
I like that idea though.
Yeah.
They just couldn't load the trucks up
That's heavy.
as heavy as they normally would.
So could we pass this and then hold off till Laura makes contact and then start the work, coordinate the work?
I just approve the bid and
Sure, that makes sense. I don't see a problem with that.
Okay, then I make a motion, we go ahead and approve the $206,949.02 to GM motion.
A second?
Counselor Reynolds,
Yes.
Counselor Vasquez.
Yes.
Counselor Dickens,
Yes.
and I'll vote yes and add a comment that that includes gross receipts tax, New Mexico gross receipts tax.
Thank you, council.
Thank you, Andrew.
Thank you.
Next item is asbestos removal. Laura, you go through
I think Paul put
Paul?
out the bid packet.
Okay, we received 3 bids for asbestos removal for the old Alco building, the old jail up on the hill, and 2 railroad buildings out on San Jose Drive. The low bid that came in was from Spray Systems Environmental for $138,619.38. That includes the Mexico grocery receipts tax. We recommend that Spray Systems Environmental be approved for this project.
Questions?
When are they gonna start, Paul?
We will, as soon as we approve it, then they will have, I believe, 10 days to get their insurance and everything in order. And I imagine they'll start soon after that, so within 2 to 3 weeks they'll start.
In June, 1st of July.
Yeah, sometime in June, for sure.
We might want to have them do the old Alco first, so that that's ready for the library construction,
Okay,
if that works for you guys.
we can do that.
What do we know about the spray system environmental?
Not much. I don't know anything about them. I don't know anything about, the only one I've heard anything about is Curves. Curves has done some work for us before. I'm not familiar with either Hudspeth or Spray Systems Environmental.
Where are they located?
Spray Systems Environmental comes out of Phoenix.
Really? Okay, and Kurt?
Curves is in Albuquerque, and I believe Hudspeth as well. Hudspeth may be out of Farmington.
Well, I make a motion to go with Spray System Environmental, but they can do it for $138,619.38. And they're coming out of Phoenix. I figured these guys should have been able to beat that price. So I could,
Discussion? Counselor Reynolds?
Yes.
Counselor Vasquez?
yes.
Counselor Dickens?
Yes.
And I'll vote yes.
Thank you.
Last item is sidewalk bid.
We put out the sidewalk bid again, and we got 4 bid packets in. The lowest was DFM Concrete Incorporated. And I am recommending, you got a memo from Tammy, who's recommending that the city award $150,000 to DFM Concrete for various city sidewalk curbs and gutters. We know we're gonna do around here at City Hall initially finish up the archway. We also need to do the sidewalk on the side of Sonic and across the street from there so they're both the same. And then we'll need to pick other areas, preferably business areas, to start projects. But we're thinking possibly he could do maybe 50,000 between now and the end of this fiscal year, and then 100,000 for the next fiscal year.
But this 150 will come out of this budget.
Part of it'll be out of this budget and part will be out of next. Because we're just now starting now in June, so we only have 1 month.
And so the decision of where to replace sidewalks is whose decision?
It can be the council's.
Okay. Would you notify us anytime an area is to be, that you recommend we replace?
Maybe by the next city council meeting, I'll try to come up with a list of possible priorities, and then you all can help me make that decision.
Where was a couple of the places you said? They're on First Street?
No, we'll wait to do First Street because that hopefully will be done when they do the street.
The street, that's what I thought.
First and second should come when they do the street, so we'll need to pick other areas. I know there's several places on Santa Fe Avenue that the sidewalk is buckled and it's unsafe. We need to address the safety issues preferably. And Danny's recommending larger sections. It's easier for him to bring his crew in, and so we just do these little patches. But I'll kind of do an assessment and see, and if you guys have recommendations before I get that on the next meeting, just give me a call and we'll get those on the list.
Okay. Meanwhile, the councilors can look in their own districts, and if you find an area that you'd like replaced, let Laura know.
One question. On the first part here, you have just a few $1,000s for each one, maybe 150.
Right, we're wanting to award a contract, so what we did was we gave them a list of linear feet and different kinds of cement work, and then we asked them to give us quotes. It looks like these sheets here, that's back behind. And so then now that he was the lowest bidder on the various types of work, we're wanting to award him a contract of $150,000 to start some of the work.
And that's for all the projects that we have.
Right. That's what we're looking to spend in this rest of this year and next.
And any project that he works on
Right.
is measured by square foot, linear foot.
Yeah, it really helps us because otherwise we have to bid out each little area and it's pretty time consuming to get quotes.
Yeah, I like it. I'd like to up that number next year.
Okay, then we can do that.
Yeah, maybe a couple 100,000 sidewalk replacement as we move forward with this program.
Okay.
Well, I am recommending the city award $150,000 to DFM Concrete Incorporated for our sidewalks.
Second.
Okay, it's been moved and seconded that we award DFM Concrete Incorporated the sidewalk contract. Councilor Reynolds?
Yes.
Councilor Vasquez?
Yes.
Councilor Dickens?
Yes.
And I'll vote yes. Okay, comments from the council?
I have one. I'd like to say thank you to the people who are not normally recognized, like the little lady on Santa Fe at Memorial Park area for the flowers. Every time I drove back and forth, she was out there and in her little vest, and it
Mary.
looks good.
Mary.
That's Mary. She does a good job.
It's good.
And, you know, I'd like to ask Paul one thing here. Paul, how involved are you going to get on all these projects that we have going, overseeing?
That doesn't come under my responsibilities as special projects. I do the administrative side. I try to get out as much as I can to them, but I can't get out there as much as I'd like to. And so most of that responsibility falls on our engineers doing inspections on the projects.
So our engineers are going to be looking into our projects for our own interest, make sure everything's done right. And do you foresee any overrides or you need change orders or anything like that? Do you know what you got there? Because we don't want to be surprised over and over again about change orders.
We'll do our best for you, Council.
Okay, I really would like to focus on that because the city can't afford to be having all this extra money pushed in after the award. And you can, check into it, let Laura know what's going on at all times and Paul. I would appreciate that.
Definitely. We work closely with Laura and Paul.
Thank you.
The Sacaleras project, I'm going to try to get out there a little bit more on that one since we won't have any oversight by our engineers on it.
Okay, good.
That's a good one.
Who's checking on Radio Street?
I mean, I drive by it, I don't know.
It
about
looks
checking
like
on
crap.
Yeah, it does. I'll give you an update on it, on both that and Second Street. Radio Street, the gas company has, they're gonna complete their work either today or tomorrow, and then the contractor will get back out there again. All the infrastructure underground has already been put in, the water, the sewer lines, all of that is complete. They have started doing the curb and gutter out there, so I don't imagine it's gonna take them very long to complete that street once they get back out there again. Second Street Bridge, construction started, the contractor is out there today. They'll be doing utility exploration, probably most of this week. By next week, the roadway will be shut down. I've already notified the schools about it. I have a call in to Waste Management for trash pickup. And so that one's going to be coming. The Second Street Phase 3, which is the roadway part of that project, we got our final clearance from the state, our environmental clearance from the state. And so we expect to solicit bids on that one either this week or next week for the roadway.
What's the status of the map? Was it map?
Yeah.
Grant?
Yeah, that has been sent in, and that is, I believe it's scheduled for award of MAP funding in July, I
I
believe.
haven't seen a schedule.
July or August, something like that, before we're notified. Yeah, but our application is in.
And that's for,
It would be for Second Street.
Second Street,
Yeah,
coming this way from Roosevelt. I think
Yeah.
that's what we talked about, right?
right, right.
Any other questions?
Could you get with the county and ask them if they could cut down those 2 elm trees there by the old Firestone building coming out of Little Canyon? You can't see, and they're
Okay.
looking this way.
Okay.
Somebody's gonna get hit.
And while we're at it, we put the landscape and maintenance contract and the water services contracts out for bid. We received 3 for the landscape and 2 for the water systems. Committee met last week. Councilor Lewis was a part of that and some of the staff. And they selected CH2M Hill for both of those contracts. So that should be on your agenda for the 13th for award.
we analyzed all of the submissions, and, I call them OMI still, but it's CH.
Twin Hill.
And they came out on top on all of the assessments, and so that's who we're recommending. It was on this agenda, but it got moved to the next agenda. Who scheduled this meeting for men?
I think Denise did, yeah.
So we-
It was supposed to be a hearing only for the alcohol, but there were items that needed to be taken care of.
Okay. You two were not here when we changed our meetings from Monday night to Tuesday night, but we used to have our council meetings on Tuesday night. And the reason we had them on Tuesday night, we would avoid these conflicts with holidays that fall on Monday. We get 3 or 4 of them a year, and it's starting to conflict now. The reason we changed it from Monday to Tuesday was Councilor Quintana, yeah. His daughter was practicing basketball or something. How do you guys feel about moving the meetings back to Tuesday? Any thoughts one way or the other? Because this will happen several times in a year where we can't meet on Mondays because of a holiday.
I'd say just leave it on Monday.
It was Mondays and conflicts of meeting on Tuesday.
That's what we signed up for. So I'm okay with
that
Monday.
still? Okay.
Your open meetings resolution will actually be done in June, so if there's any recommendations to change it, now would be the time.
Leave it
How do you feel,
I don't,
Council?
Monday or Tuesday, I'm free any night. Yeah, but I know that the holidays are on Mondays, so this is gonna happen.
Well, when it conflicts, we'll just move to Tuesday, if everyone's okay with that still. Okay. What's the status of the pump in the park?
Edward, can you speak to that? The pump in the Riverwalk? You just talked to me this morning about it. He might give you a little more information than I can.
Okay, so we have everything set up. We're just waiting on the electrician. And Joe called this morning, and so we're just waiting on him. They did award the bid and the PO to him last week, so once that gets going, it's that.
Is it a local electrician?
Oh, yes. It's
Yes.
Okay.
So, yeah, we had to get 3 bids, and then now that we've got it, then he can start working on it.
Okay. The other thing I'd like to do, Laura, is contact Brittany and have her start the application process for the city to become a gateway community for the Continental Divide Trail.
Okay.
I don't think it costs us anything, it's just, we just get
Okay. I got on Silver City's site to see what they do, but I was thinking we could make a little brochure, have to design a little brochure that we could put a little kiosk somewhere, probably on the mountain where they're coming in or going. One of those places, or maybe both, where it would have like where you get free internet, where the post office is a little map, and something to tell them to direct them to different things, phone numbers for various stuff. And we could put it on the website too, but then maybe have something, a hard copy that they could pick up.
Right.
Something simple.
Yeah, I believe there's somebody here in town that volunteers to shuttle those folks around too.
I had heard there was
Somebody told me that, but
some people that take water or
yeah.
so we'll try to research that and see if we can find out who that
Start
is.
pulling that together, because I do expect we're gonna see more of those people next year. They're sort of like fading out now because they've started, they usually start in April or May.
Mhm.
And so a lot of them have gone through here, but we'll have a surge from the ones that started north. We'll get those in September, October, but there won't be as many, from what I understand.
Okay.
Any other questions, comments? Okay, motion to adjourn.
Make a motion to adjourn.
A second?
All those in favor say aye. Aye. Thank you, folks, for coming.
So much to see and do in Grants. Parks provide relaxation for picnics and athletic events. Creative activities abound at the Senior Citizen Center. The new animal shelter is a state-of-the-art facility for our lost pets. Grants is home to the Mount Taylor Quad, Fire Nice Bike Rally, 4th of July Rodeo, and so much more. Grants, the gateway to outdoor adventures, sightseeing, hunting, hiking, biking, and riding. Grants, where ancient and modern civilizations meet. Grants, a great place to live.